I have 5 different coil sprays here that I'm going to test to see which one is actually worth it. We're going to be testing the HVAC Guys Foam Blaster, the Simple Green Foaming Coil, the Arm & Hammer HVAC Coil Cleaner, the Nu-Calgon Evap Foam No Rinse, and the Frost Clean Foaming Cleaner. Now most of these say no rinse, so I am going to let the chemical sit on there and do its job and maybe fall all the way off, but I am going to hit it with a hose after so we see exactly what it did. Alright, first up is the HVAC Guys Foam Blaster. They've been a longtime partner of the channel. I've been using this stuff for a long time. Let's see how it does. It's a very hard spray, that's for sure. Nice little run right there. Foaming up. How well does it penetrate? So we got a little bit on there. I want to see the penetration. And it did push through. Looks like the first shot pushed through. I wonder if I can add some down here and actually have it push through some more. Let's see. Tell you what, this stuff actually smells good too. Some serious foam. Get up in there. Let's check the penetration again. So you can see we have penetrating most of the coil. So that's pretty dang good. All right, next up is the Nu-Calgon Evap Foam No Rinse. I know this is going to be a big contender. They are a massive brand. Let's see how it does. Try and get it the same way I did the first can. It's coming out almost the same. Let's see the penetration. We have a little bit right there creeping through. Honestly, it's not as much penetration as I was hoping for, and the foam is actually starting to dissipate faster than the HVAC Guys. I mean, this one's dissipating faster. The foam is still there. Huh. Let's just coat this thing, see if we can get it to penetrate some more. I feel like that penetrated all the way through. Let's see. Try and go straight on. I mean, this is good stuff. This is what I expected from like the brand that everybody knows about that's at the supply houses. It does foam up really quick, but it does dissipate really fast. I mean, a little bit right there, a little bit right there. In this area is where I shot it dead on, and it didn't penetrate. So I'm actually kind of surprised. I thought it would go straight through. Here's what we have so far. Foam Blaster, still foamy on there. The Nu-Calgon, the first layer is already gone, basically. All right, now let's do the Arm & Hammer HVAC Coil Cleaner, Professional Strength. What? Dude, that is like Barbasol. That's a lot of foam. But it's not really pushing very hard out of the can. I mean, that's a lot of foam. It's like I want to shave my face right now. Let's see the penetration. Good night. That's more penetration than I thought. Wow, that stuff just like expanded all the way through the coil. Let's coat it some more and see how it lasts. Whoop. See how it did? I wonder if I was close to the first time. The first row came through, but the second did not. Strong showing from Arm & Hammer, not what I expected. All right, Simple Green Professional Strength. Now this is the stuff I use on my counters. Let's see what it does for foaming coil and condenser cleaner. Let's see. Whatever, gotta shake it up more. That's a good shake. Let's go. Okay, this does not shoot out like a stream, so I guess we gotta get real close with it. There is absolutely no pressure behind this, but Arm & Hammer did surprise me. Let's see how this does. Got some foam? A little bit? I mean, there's huge sections without foam. Huge sections without foam. Let's check the penetration while it's still fresh. Absolutely nothing. This is absolutely I mean, the foam is gone. The foam is gone. Like, that's the whole showing, and you can actually start seeing the coil pop through. This is not a competitor, but we're gonna continue spraying it just to see. So when we hose it off, we'll see what it looks like. But there's absolutely no penetration. So trying to get inside the coil, not happening. In fact, I'm gonna just shoot it super close, see if I can get it to go through. I mean, that's some serious foam, but you got to get really close to it. I'd like to point out that you have to get really close to it. The directions do not say you have to be that close. Still, absolutely no penetration. Let's move over to the Frost King with this nice little cap. Now I want to do our normal spray here, see penetration, and then keep it going. Also gonna spray a little bit right here to see what the cap actually does. Oh my God, that comes out like silly putty. But it does come out a little bit harder than the Arm & Hammer, and that had good penetration, so let's see. This stuff is going everywhere. Let's check penetration. And no penetration. It's like it's just up to the tubing. So it came out hard, did not penetrate like the Arm & Hammer. I'm gonna do one spot real quick, right here. That's not going in. That's not going through. That is just straight up surface. This is a gimmick. This is just straight up a gimmick. It's not even a question. Let's see. Let's do the whole thing. It does come out harder. It does come out harder than, it does spray out harder than the Arm & Hammer. And I'm actually surprised that it didn't push through. So how are we looking? This is the HVAC Guy's foam blaster that was shot first. Still has a little bit of foam. Nu-Calgon shot second. Absolutely gone. It is just straight up cleaner right there. Absolutely no foam. Good showing from the Arm & Hammer, but that foam is gone. It definitely did not stick around like the foam blaster, but we did have really good penetration with it. Simple Green. Let's just go ahead and note that the coil surface still looks dirty compared to the Nu-Calgon and the HVAC Guys. Simple Green, I'm sorry. You lost. That was a horrible performance. Frost King was used last. Let's go ahead and let that sit. Same amount of time those were so that we get good results. Unsurprisingly, the HVAC Guy's foam blaster still has foam on the coil. Now let's see. If we rub right here, there's no dirt. How much did it actually pull off? Quite a bit. Knocked a lot loose. Let's go ahead and spray it and see what it looks like. This is an insane amount of foam to come off of a coil. Very impressive. Let's go ahead and let that dry. Nu-Calgon, huge name, no more foam. You can already see that it pulled a lot of stuff off. We rub right here, nothing. Rub right here, there's nothing. We go down to the bottom, little bit of displacement. Let's go ahead and hit it with the water and see what it looks like. Not a lot of chemical left over. Not bad from Nu-Calgon. Arm & Hammer coil cleaner. Had a lot of foam. Actually penetrated the coil pretty dang good. Sure didn't stick around though. Let's go ahead, wipe the coil. Not much. Nothing. Nothing. You know, there's a lot of foam, but I don't really see much difference in the coil. I mean, this side didn't get hit. It's not wet, but that's basically the same. My favorite counter cleaner, Simple Green. Absolute horrible performance, the way it came out of the can. Absolutely no penetration. What does it look like? Wipe here, nothing. Wipe here. Well, we got some stuff coming off the surface. Look at that. Not much, but look, you see me wiping it off. That's pretty good. This had more foam down here. You know what? This actually got some surface dirt off, that's for sure. This is the state of the coil. You know, it's not as clean as I thought it would be. Especially when it pulled off so much. You can still see a lot of stuff on the surface. So it pulled off some. I wouldn't say it was completely useless. Pulled off some, but not as much as I would have thought just from that initial test. Frost King foaming cleaner came out like a can of shaving cream and just absolutely coated the entire thing in foam. We have a little bit left, but the wind is taking care of it. Let's go ahead and see. Had one dry spot over here. Nothing. Lot of surface. You could probably see me taking it away. But remember, this didn't penetrate at all. So I don't expect it. Let's see. There's a lot of dirt in there. Maybe got knocked a little bit loose. Let's go ahead and hit it with the water. Okay, so we got rid of a good bit of surface, but let's remember, we had no penetration from this one. So looks like it was just a surface cleaner. I mean, that's what happens when the foam literally just stayed on top of the coil, because there was no penetration coming out of that can. Now, probably no surprise to any of you watching at home, but our two best performers were the Nu-Calgon and the HVAC guys. Now, to be fair to both of these brands, those coils are not from the same unit, and they were just separated on the scrap pile. I went and grabbed them for this video. Which leads me to right now, because I have one large coil that I split in half, and we're gonna take both of these cans and absolutely dump it on both sides of this coil and see which one comes out better. So on the right side, we're gonna have the HVAC guys, and on the left side, we're gonna have the Nu-Calgon. I know the foam lasts longer on the HVAC guys, so let's go ahead and spray this side first. My finger's starting to hurt, but let's do Nu-Calgon. I don't know what happened, but it's not foaming up like it was. Let me go a little bit slower. Come on, cans. I think the biggest problem with the Nu-Calgon cans is it's still like half full, but it's already given out. Like, I'm not going to be able to use all the can. And that's pretty much it. Like, what a pain in the butt. Nu-Calgon, you don't actually get all of the can. So we've been at this for about 20 minutes. Let's check the Nu-Calgon side. Little bit of bubbles up in the coil. That's good to know. We still have bubbles on the surface. Broke down some mud diver nest. We have a lot of dirt on the surface. How much dirt do we actually have on the surface of this coil? Check right here. Very nice. Let's check the Nu-Calgon. Whoops. Let's find a better spot. Not much. These sides are pretty close to each other. Come on, give me something. Okay. We had the HVAC foam blaster, the HVAC guy's foam blaster, pulled more dirt out of the inside of the coil. And we have way more sitting on the surface. So let's go ahead and hit this with the hose and see what it looks like. So this is the Nu-Calgon side, very clean on the surface. Still have plenty of stuff on the inside of the coil. Let's see how HVAC guys did. HVAC guys did a lot of penetration. The sides of those fins are pretty dang clean. Nu-Calgon had some penetration, still some dirt on the fins. Now let's not forget that this is a visual test. I'm going to be able to see more than you can because I'm not Mr. Beast and I can't afford, red cameras in order to do this kind of stuff. The HVAC guys and the Nu-Calgon were neck and neck coming into this test here, but there's two things that I found separated HVAC guys from one of the major companies, Nu-Calgon. I'm going to put a video right here because you saw on camera I wasn't even able to use all of this can. There's a huge weight difference. I was able to use most of this. In fact, I actually stopped. The Nu-Calgon actually forced me to stop because most of the time these cans get to about, say, right here, and I end up not even being able to use the entire thing, which to me is a waste of money. Also, if we talk about money, Nu-Calgon is $1 cheaper than your foam blaster, but for $1 more, you can actually use the entire can. Best bang for your buck when it comes to foam penetration and cleaning has to be the HVAC Guys foam blaster. Before you say anything, yes, I know HVAC Guys is a sponsor of the channel, but this video is not a sponsored video. Even though the HVAC Guys foam blaster is the winner of this test, I will go ahead and link everything in the description down below, but I highly recommend not choosing the other three because they couldn't even make it to this round and the results speak for themselves. You saw how it came out of that can. I mean, come on. Thank you for watching, and if you've actually had hands-on with some of these stuff, leave a comment down below, and I will see y'all in the next one.